Alright folks, the deck is a Fatigue Warlock. The goal of the deck is to draw through our deck, finding our removal, killing our opponent's stuff so that it's dead, and then working our way towards a Lady Darkvein combo with Encroaching Insanity so we can repeat that and force our opponent to take a bunch of fatigue while we hide behind Void Virtuoso. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube. If you are looking for support for your Blizzard account, you should contact Blizzard support. YouTube chat is not the place to solve that. None of us have the tools to help you. It would be like going to Wendy's to ask about your McDonald's order because they both serve hamburgers.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter.
I can't believe Roffle is refusing to give his viewers free tech support after all the free tech support we've given him.
Yeah, support. Such as plug in your computer to a modem. Let's FOMO this. Any plans to dabble more into Arena in the future? Maybe because of the duels treasures, and it's not so much, the reason I haven't isn't so much that I'm not interested in it, it's that viewership is not interested in it. My last Arena run on YouTube was possibly the worst performing video that I've had in several years. It did worse somehow than the Slay the Spire video.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Heroic Duels is temporarily locked. Again, none of us can help you with that. That is just the nature of how things are working as a result of people cheating in the format. But again, nobody here can help you, unfortunately.
The Herbiture is upon us.
Arena content is so 2015? I don't know. I don't know if it's that people don't want to watch me play Arena, or that YouTube doesn't have as big of an audience for Arena as other game modes. Because, like, people watch it on Twitch all the time. It's, like, a prominent part of the Hearthstone streaming community. It just, there doesn't seem to be as big of an appetite for it on YouTube. Either way. I always find that these type of conversations are unproductive for me personally, so I'm probably not going to do Arena in the future. But inevitably what happens is they devolve into everybody giving me advice on what they should do based on what they want me to do without any consideration that I'm a person. So, I'd rather just move on. Welcome back, Air Hater. Set up some trades and I guess draw last. You're welcome, Ogre. Just bump and Crescendo.
Chill out.
I appreciate that, Soul Taurus. See, that's, like, productive conversation about that. Or not necessarily productive, but, like, manageable. Like, it doesn't stress me out. So I appreciate that.
Okay, Roffle, here's what you do.
Okay.
Cook a fulfilling meal, maybe one of Benno's recipes. Travel to the highest place you can get to on a clear day. Then sit and watch the sunset and feel how the world changes around you as the dark falls.
Thank you. I appreciate the uplifting message, Colleen. But actually, thank you for the bits. That's unfortunate for me, isn't it? I have to get rid of one of the good cards, you know? Also, that completely breaks my turn. Now, that said, I do get a bunch of healing from the poop jar. Ow. Appreciate that, Noxus. So what we need to do is set up Encroaching Insanity somehow so that it is our shadow spell, and then we can kill the stuff out of the Lady Darkvein is the game plan here. Problem is, the opponent is making that quite difficult for me. Should not have committed that Virtuoso here.
Job's done.
But I believe if we get a Defile here, we should have a kill. Excited about to play Common Only Twist.
Candle mudslider.
I don't know. It does not, on paper, based on what I know about how people consume Hearthstone content, look like something that people will engage a lot with. Damage coming at me. Technically we're alive here, but it's not looking good. I should have drawn first the previous turn, and that would have allowed me to heal preemptively and not have to give up the Virtuoso. I think while it is more accessible, like the interest in Twist, the ship has kind of already sailed for interest in Twist, right? Like, cost is a big part of why people aren't interested in it, but it's not the only reason. LHG, thank you for the 19 months. And a format in which legendaries aren't allowed and there aren't like big flashy plays is not going to be the thing that captures new players. Like, I appreciate what they're trying to do. I think the goal of the Pauper format was, first, there is an audience for that, as is evident with Magic the Gathering. And two, I think they're actually, like, having spoken with some of the devs at BlizzCon, I think they are, like, actively trying to make Twist more accessible in a way that they can, but they don't control pricing. So this was the best they could do, was my impression of it. And I think it's helpful, but I don't think it's going to be what converts people to the format. Neo, thank you for the sub. They had more intense gimmicks. I'd love Twist. Yeah, the rule set changes are what's most interesting to me. And like, Commons only is an interesting rule set. The problem is that the gameplay is going to be a little bit boring as a result of the interesting deck building restrictions. Pummel this.
I've figured out the twist pattern, guys. Every twist format has been created so that Worgen Greaser is legal to play. The next format, only cards starting with the second half of the alphabet.
I mean, there could be something to that. I'm gonna hang on to this because I'm definitely tapping next turn, right? Doesn't Gallon specifically have a weird relationship with Worgen Greaser? So you may have solved it. I always thought the purpose of Eternal formats is to reduce churn, not generate new customers, but failed to... Well, okay, but you have to consider that I don't play Hearthstone in the same way that normal people do, right? Or I don't interact with Hearthstone in the same way that normal players do. Like, my main concern is viewer interest, not necessarily player interest. Like we just discussed with Arena, there's high player interest in Arena, but it seems to be low viewer interest, at least on YouTube.
Job's done.
But I'm also not convinced there will be high player interest for Twist, given past Twist seasons. Oh, welcome, Cosimo. Uh-oh. Not like I can afford to overdraw right now. It's weird that I find Arena more fun to watch live than in VODs. No, I think that's just kind of the phenomenon we were just discussing, and why it has such a high Twitch viewership but low YouTube viewership. Savage Nymph, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. What was the other hit on this? Why does it only have one ability? Did it roll poison twice? That shouldn't be possible. Oh, Rush could be the other one, but it's not showing. Lifesteal is the other one. For some reason I missed that pop-up.
Nice to meet you. The hour is close at hand. Chill out.
Well, we drew the pop card at a good time again. these deal 2. So I guess we probably just tap first. And play this. If it weren't for the double Encroaching Insanity that I'm missing, the Reno would be active. And the double Encroaching Insanity is also what's preventing me from being able to combo here. Or the lack of. Can you play Crescendo with Popgar and 1 HP? I would imagine so, just because of the way that, like, healing works with other cards in Hearthstone, but not certain. No, I don't have a way to survive this. I missed every part of the combo that I need. Yeah, it works the same way with like a lifesteal weapon or a lifesteal hero attack where you go to 0 and then you heal back up. So it should work, even if the animation doesn't necessarily like look like it's happening simultaneously. It is. I'd love to see Twist expanded into a make-your-own mode to allow creators to host events with self-implemented restrictions. Yes, that is... I have communicated that that is my wish as well, too. But I don't know how realistic of a wish that is. Just because, like, the logistics of that, from an engineering standpoint, are probably complicated. I think we can keep a Scourge Supplies. Yeah, exactly. This is also not the time for that type of thing to be implemented either. Or to expect that type of thing to be implemented.
Nice to meet you.
Like that being alive right now. I don't have a good way to stop it from happening, I don't think. How would having no rewards in custom make it easier from an engineering standpoint?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
It is a fundamental misunderstanding of the problem. All right, let's frack them here. And grab the Reno, I suppose.
My hand is full.
Well met.
Ooh, how groovy. That's a lot of months of entertainment. Thank you, Mr. Roffle.
I appreciate that, Scarlet Bird. That is, in fact, a lot of months. Thank you for the 3 years of support.
Infinite truths.
can't let them keep farming that totem here. I mean, it's not even just that the front end doesn't exist, there's no back end.
Let's warm you up.
There's no infrastructure, period.
Here for the tour?
Bet they combine arena and duels. That is, there's nothing to indicate that they have any intention of doing anything remotely similar to that. Other than including the duels treasures in arena, which is not a combination of the two things. It's just a temporary, like, I don't know, test of stuff in arena. Duels is leaving Hearthstone. We all just need to become comfortable with that.
They should combine mercenaries and duels. Oh wait.
Yeah, that'll... Everyone will love that, I'm sure. Thank you, Onu.
Candle Mudslider.
Nice to meet you.
Looks like it's only Crazed Conductor is left for the Reno. I don't actually know how much damage the combo is. The entire duels format is leaving the client, both heroic and casual. Heroic being disabled as a temporary measure because of people cheating. Why freeze Cobalt? Because it has a free attack onto the 2-1. I was trying to hope that it would survive.
A symphony of darkness.
Okay, I don't think this is lethal, but we can get a sense of how much damage this deck is capable of.
Mortality.
5, 7.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens Well met.
You just broke lady. Yeah, you really got me there. Builder Bruce, thank you for the sub. Need 10 mana? I sure don't. 7, 9. 5 plus 4.
Let the ritual of absolution.
Jeez, I need to stop reading chat when I'm trying to sort out combos.
A symphony of darkness. The hour is close at hand.
Doesn't look like this is enough, but at least we get to see how much damage it is. Well, we did 30, right? They're at 45, so that's a shame.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Yeah, I guess over the course of the game, we probably just need to make sure that we play both Encroaching Insanities when we need to do more than 30. But reading chat in the midst of doing a combo is an absolute nightmare. Trying to...
Off versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Our gifts are not your weapons, War Chief. Nice to meet you.
Like when you're trying to work out a combo turn and you have multiple people saying two or multiple different false things about the reality of the combo, it like you start questioning yourself and it's makes it just infinitely more difficult.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Why don't you just assume you have infinite mana like chat does? The problem wasn't chat assuming they had infinite mana. The problem was the chat assuming I didn't, or was the opposite this time. I had enough mana, chat was telling me I didn't.
Here for the tour.
Must be Twitch chat, YouTube chat would never. It was exclusively coming from YouTube chat. It's not a great Defile, but man, that thing is just nasty, so I'm going to kill it. Don't really see why Glacial Shard is in the deck. Ain't better that 9 mana guy Imprisoned Horror. I don't know what Imprisoned Horror would contribute to the deck's purpose, but you are welcome to run him if you think he's better.
Infinite truths. A symphony of darkness. Chill out.
Don't really like giving up the coin there, but
No matter the danger, I'll always chase a good discovery.
gonna be tough to win without Shallow Grave. We'll see. I feel like it's also going to be tough to win without Popgar and Crescendo, so I made a difficult decision. Hey, welcome, Grim Reaper. Like 4 or 5.
Job's done.
Fortunately, we only have 26 damage right now.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
My hand is full.
I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
Oh, they just spin back and forth here. I need to win before turn 10 is kind of the problem right now. And I don't really have a way to do that with the health total that they're at. So probably need the other Crescendo. Oh, hey. That's GG, right? No, it doesn't hit my own minions. That's unfortunate. 7, 8, 10.
Job done.
That said, if they just shove an Astalar here to set up 2 turn, I think we're okay.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
They're dealing 30 next turn. This will heal me for... This puts me to 31. Right? So I heal 2, 27 plus 4 is 31.
The overture is upon us.
I cannot tap. And I still don't really have
Couldn't have
a...
done it better myself.
Our gift of fire and
If you think that Battlegrounds is only played by bots and streamers, you are absolutely out of your mind and have a major case of the bad brain. Try Excavate Shaman, it's pretty good, and I already played Excavate Shaman, I'm not looking for deck recommendations. I want to play this deck, which is why I'm playing this deck.
Will I win? It's elementary.
All eyes shall be opened.
I'm going to try a turn 1 Fracking, just cycle a card and get through my deck. Maybe the tour guide's better.
Guess who? Sparkle.
Not like this.
Here for the tour?
Exclamation point costume singer.
Hearing Roffle responds to comments on the other chat really does sometimes feel like a fisherman on a boat in the middle of the Pacific watch enormous eldritch shadows circle in the waters below.
Too real. There's no point in playing this, right? We just frack him again. Isn't that a thing of a Murloc tag? It's a Murloc suit. You can see that there's a humanoid inside of the Murloc suit.
Bask in my radiance.
What about Curse of Agony for more damage and disable Highland cards? You are welcome to try it. Most of the time it doesn't do more damage though. Or not a meaningful amount more.
Bask in my
Also, is it even legal?
radiance.
No. The reason there's no Curse of Agony is because it is not a legal card in this format. Forgot about how weekend streams are too. Yeah, I'm close to just like taking down the YouTube stream, man. I'm actually just
Chill out. Chill out.
let's lead with this.
The overture is upon us.
Okay. Still got 3 more cards to get there.
You burn some, you earn some.
That helps a bit. Need that. Don't particularly need that. I do need that, so just ditch the second conductor here.
Hearken your doom.
We just need the chaotic consumption now, and Reno is go.
An embarrassment of riches.
Some of those are nice on YouTube, I swear. Yeah, no, that's why I haven't taken it down, because I don't want to punish the majority for the very loud minority.
An embarrassment of riches.
Oops.
It'll be our little secret.
Yeah, I don't think there's any evidence of botting in Battlegrounds. That person is just on a weird crusade against the format, so you can just ignore them and move on.
Well, looking for a standoff?
That was a good time to draw the chaotic consumption. I would like to keep this hero power, but it's fine.
How could Roffle not know about bots in Battlegrounds? The whole magnetic build is bots.
That might be a translation issue. Mechs. They are mechs. Thank you, Colin.
Here for the tour?
Still need to hit the Darkvein, jeez.
It'll be our little secret.
I also have another counterspell and another objection to work through. This is just like we're back into wild.
Magic and magma go hand in hand.
Okay, so that's obviously a Molten Rune, right? Welcome, Alvar. It's a 1-mana Molten Rune.
Sun sets.
The Herbiture is upon us!
GG.
Never give up! Run away!
Now we'll go one more. If I don't win, I'm just done with this deck. It is a horrible deck to play on stream for the first time. Especially with the way people in chat are behaving.
You too have heard the calling from the deep.
Okay, probably a mirror match. Could be a mirror match. So we just want to combo faster. Tour guide helps us do that.
Here for the tour?
Just keep tapping. At least they'll draw fatigue cards too to help it along. Yeah, that's why it's just a race to rush to the combo. Like, whoever hits the Darkvein first, if it is the mirror, probably wins. I guess it's the Darkvein and the Encroaching. You lose, can you play Arena? No. What would give you the impression that I'm here to play Arena today?
Your
tour ends here.
Okay, so it's sledges.
Nice to meet you.
The fact that you're streaming gives chat the impression that they can tell you what to do. Yes. That's why the immediate... like...
Shang is only good for smashing.
That's why everybody immediately takes me turning down a suggestion as a opportunity to suggest other things. Which is what's happening now.
Well met.
Climber King, thank you for the 5 months.
Is upon us.
Please chat. I would just like to play the deck in the format that I am playing.
Fragile minds. Fragile minds. Fragile minds. Fragile minds.
I just need a 1 health minion off of this. So Glacial Shard or Tour Guide, which I'm kind of lacking right now. Was not bad, at least.
And now the premiere act. Me. Shang is only good for smashing.
Okay, same position. I just need those 2 1 health minions. Or another Crescendo works too. Well, we have to overdraw.
My hand is full.
It's fine. We didn't actually need him anymore. Like, at this rate, we could just play double Chaotic, or Encroaching Insanity and win. Or not. Or maybe? Oh, hey, Reno's active.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
It's completely safe. Just don't spill it.
5, 6. So not quite.
Here for the tour?
Just gonna play some of these to soak up sludges. And we should be set for next turn.
The overture is upon us. Job's done. First in.
You here for the tour?
Impressive. You win this. You're so good, you'll never get one.
Thanks. Unfortunately, we won a game. That means I have to keep playing this deck. You're welcome, Toast.
Nazoth versus Lunara.
Beware the turning tides.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
I don't know if this is winnable given the amount of armor that Druid is capable of gaining. So I guess we hope it's Treant Druid. Especially with this hand, but that also has its own problems. I appreciate that, Nyx.
You here for the tour?
Ocean's blessings upon you.
Welcome, my devoted chosen.
Okay, it is trees.
Your tour ends here. Your tour ends here.
Should play the Infinite Loop Rogue deck. No. I mean, I think Dane and Mark already posted videos on it, and I don't know. It's the kind of deck where, or combo where you pull it off once, you shrug your shoulders, say that's cool, and then move on. I don't think it makes for the best content necessarily. Especially since it pretty heavily griefs other players. Just trying to set up for a big Crescendo next turn. This may be the greatest crescendo of all time. Eat your heart out, Beethoven.
Job's done.
I can't win them all.
I didn't even have to fumble through a combo that game. Right, back to the Warriors.
The stage is a battlefield.
I think we keep the Scourge Supplies. Probably look for a tour guide over a shard. Wait, I thought I clicked off of that. I don't want the harp. Whoopsie. It's very, very bad to have -1 card in your opening hand as a result of a fumble like that against a deck where you need to get the combo off quickly. I want that. Okay, well, we're just overdrawing here.
Hey Roffle, could I get a deck you don't want to play with a side of format you're not currently playing? And a Pepsi, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect summary of my YouTube chat experience. Thank you, Coxic. Appreciate the super chat and the laugh. Alright, we hit most of the important cards so far, or we burned something not terribly important at least, so that's the good news. It's the YouTube chat combo. Look, some days it's also the Twitch chat combo. It's not necessarily exclusive to YouTube chat. Just seems to be today. Takes me down to 7, up to 9.
Job done.
Need 2 cards for the Reno.
The smell of
Oh no. Okay, that needs to die. So we need to go fracking for the chaotic consumption. This is probably more important here. Oh no.
Here for the tour.
Oh god. I understand that Defile clears, but Defile isn't also an important part in getting the combo off. And I would have no way to do the combo if I Defile. I can't play this Defile until we combo. I would also probably like the Shallow Grave. But if we're able to combo next turn, it's only 26 again, isn't it? Yeah, so we kind of need the chaotic consumption. Not the chaotic consumption, the shallow grave. You do get a fair amount of damage from the Crescendo, though. Martian, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, Martian viewers.
Any problem?
If you guys aren't, do make sure to check out Martian Boo on both Twitch and YouTube. He makes great wild content. And is a great streamer. How's the Hearthstoning? I'm trying to fumble through combo turns with this deck, so it's certainly been something. I think we're getting to the point where I'm less incompetent with it now. That said, I would like to hit the Shallow Grave and the Crescendo. That offers quite a bit more damage for me. The card draw hero power is very nice for this spot. Oh, welcome, Benno. Martian knows my mom. To be fair, we all do. It's 50-50 next turn. And if they don't gain an obscene amount of armor, we don't even need the Shallow Grave, so. I believe as long as this holds, it is GG. I think this goes off in the order that I'm hoping it will. Yes. People still optimistic about the new management under Microsoft. I can't imagine they'll do much, but observe for some period of time. But it'd be nice if some resources went into making better products for Blizzard. I mean, I'm sure people still are, but like, I don't know why. The same incentive structures, forced incentive structures, apply under Microsoft as they did under Activision. I don't like trading one you know, publicly traded corporate entity for another, especially one with a history like Microsoft, is unlikely to change much. You can expect them to invest more resources if it will result in better profits for them, which, if that were the case, why wouldn't Activision have just done that?
Let the blight begin.
All eyes shall be opened.
feel like I'm more inclined to find Glacial Shard useful here. Like if they just weapon on one. I had money to support Roffle. I mean, watching, hanging out in chat, providing positive chat experiences, already doing that, so. There are ways to support me that aren't just directly giving me money. Like very little of my income comes from people just giving me money.
Doesn't compare to your plague.
So, that is to say, you're already supporting me. I mean, I could keep the Frost Plague. I like the idea of setting this up into the Encroaching Insanity next turn so that we have a bigger Crescendo. Does probably mean I'm committed to just playing the Crescendo and then tapping next turn, so I take a little bit less damage, but we'll see.
Time to light a fire under this town.
I think we can get a better Crescendo than this.
That feels good.
Yeah, like next turn, for instance. I think it's possible to make a living out of Twitch. I mean, yeah, people are already doing it, so it's certainly possible. It's just extraordinarily unlikely. Especially doing so exclusively on Twitch. I think is not possible even for somebody of my size.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Candle much lighter.
Let's tap here. File's helpful. I mean, I still have the Encroaching Insanity in there. They're starting at 3.
You now take mandible.
Benno, thank you for the 100 bits. It is my heartfelt belief that Microsoft will convert Hearthstone into a competitive cooking competition like it always really was, then I'll hit Legend. I mean, I'm confident that you would have no difficulty doing so.
Here for the tour.
Okay. Oof. I don't think this is worth giving up the Defile here, just because it disrupts so much of what we're trying to do. I should have frozen face with this one because I am always killing this guy. Otherwise, it just kills my stuff.
Well met.
I think we give up the tour guide here. Jack of Spades, thank you for the sub. And we have to get this guy off the board. This does allow me to be a little bit less concerned about giving up the Defile. The problem is it's not so much like I don't want to give up the Defile because I need to use it. It's more that I need to be able to keep the Encroaching Insanity in my Darkvein pool right now. Because I just like win the game as soon as I draw a Darkvein, I think. No, not quite. That's not accurate. Bump here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a full clear with the Defile. And then I just have to hope that I draw the second Encroaching and the... Let's lead with this. That seemed like a good draw here. Am I comfortable taking 4? I think we want to tap, so it would be 6 anyway.
Symphony of darkness.
Base and Defile. I'm not looking for plays that lose me the game.
The runes beside your foot. Blood, remnants of life.
Freeze that. Need to tap first. It's a bummer. Like, the unfortunate reality of where we stand right now is I need to be able to draw cards in order to win, but drawing cards is a huge liability.
My hand is full.
That just threw the game.
A pity.
Is close there to sleep.
Nazoth versus Whitemane.
Yeah, pretty should be a fine matchup for this deck.
Crusade will see to your destruction.
All eyes.
Let's keep the Scourge Supplies. Well, we have the Darkvein this game. Let's just Tempo King this. I want to make hand space so that I can play the Scourge Supplies. It's not terribly important. That could be, so let's get rid of the second shard here. I think we probably just lean towards the conductor next turn. Just get early game chip damage in so that our damage break points are easier to find as we start assembling the combo.
The overture is upon us.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Here for the tour?
Let's lead with this. And do a hero power. Crescendo is good, we probably want to use it with the Popgar. Let's go here. And start ramping up the fatigue, since we have the Crescendo. And that does mean I probably want to hold off on Defiles for the time being. Wait, are they Automaton? Is that why there's a Zilliax in their deck? And if so, is that just kind of fine? Tempo Popgar. What is our damage at now? It starts at 3. Deal 18.
Chill out.
I feel like this sets up pretty reasonably well to justify this. Like it's a pretty likely 2-turn.
The time wave reveals Azeroth's potential. A world
Perfect.
cleansed of evil. A symphony of
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
To a month old, it was from the switcheroo. Turns out you can just tempo king some of the matchups. Oof. Alright, I need to grab some coffee and water. I'll be right back. Oh. Ian. Thank you for the 47 months. Sorry, the bride didn't read that, but welcome back. Thank you for that support. And thank you for the nearly 2 years. 4 years. Jeez, I can't do math. No wonder I'm struggling with this deck. I think that Priest is good against Shattered Druid. I don't know. It seems hard to believe. And it depends on what type of Priest you're playing, I guess.
Claim your mind. All eyes
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well met.
Gregor, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. I've been surprised at how good the Popgar is here. But I don't think it's worth keeping. Kinda wish I had now.
And now, the premiere act. Me!
Well, there's only one choice here. That is extraordinarily unfortunate. No, freeze that here. Next turn we encroaching to set up the pop or the crescendo.
Shinies only good for well met.
Love the vids, keep it up _carrot.
Thank you, George Skull. What is the _carrot? Oh, it's a face. But Brian does not do a good job of representing that. Thank you for the 3 months.
the veil wanes.
The overture is upon us.
That's gotta hurt. It looks like I just need to survive until turn 6.
The overture is upon us.
Which is going to be difficult right now. Alright. Oh, that's GG. More beneficial for you that people watch the full-length VODs on Roffle or the edited videos? I mean, I guess marginally the unedited VODs, but whatever you enjoy more is fine. I don't know. Like a single viewer doing something makes, like on the scale of YouTube, is not going to make or break things. Maybe I just take the coward's line and keep the Popgar. Let's try it. Okay. Gonna need to find a use for this Defile soon. Surely that'll help. We do probably have to take it for this turn, maybe just Soulfreeze. Which doesn't allow me to tap, but probably better allows me to survive. It's not a coward's line when it heals for 15? Sure it is, if it means that I'm not, like, progressing my game plan as quickly as I could be. Which is the result of it. Alright then. Such is the life of an aggro deck, I suppose.
Nazoth versus the Lich King!
None shall escape my wrath. All eyes shall be.
Let's keep the tour guide. Oh, welcome, Yulon. Still get surprised when I remember Defile is in standard. Same. I thought that was never a card that would be, like, possible to bring back into standard, and it's just, like, kind of a fine card. Which demonstrates how power has escalated over the past few years, I guess. Or priorities are different. Game is just sped up, I think, is really what it comes down to.
The citadel stands strong!
Okay, let's go here. This forces an overdraw. If there's like one card remaining in my deck that I think matters if I overdraw. But for fear of calling my shot, I am not going to say what it is. It wasn't that, at least.
Nice to meet you.
I think we might frack next turn. Try and find the Encroaching Insanity. So that I can increase the fatigue while I have the weapon equipped to make the Crescendo better. Speaking of making the Crescendo better, does mean I have to be careful about my next Defile. Yeah, so I just gotta take it here. Feel great about this position right now without... I mean, I've got 9 cards left. I better hit the combo piece soon. Roffle supports fracking, you heard it here first. Yeah, this is not the first time I've mentioned it. I've been fracking out of my mind for years. Damage.
The overture is upon us.
I got fracked so hard last night. My groundwater table may never recover.
I'm happy for you, or sorry that happened. But thank you for the bits, Collie.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Next turn probably needs to be the pop car. But it's not a great pop car.
Pick me! Pick me!
Jeez, it's a horrendous pop car. Unless I hit second Crescendo or something. Actually, after that trade, it's a perfectly fine pop car. Just not expecting a trade there. It's always against Plague Death Knight where we're just struggling to find the Encroaching Insanities at the bottom of our deck. But not the proper bottom of our deck, because that would mean that the Frackings would have hit it. So just me, or does Popgar look delicious? Look. I'm not here to kink shame, but it's definitely just you. Hidden Jello? Oh god. Can I deny some value with this into... Sure, the plagues, yeah. Like, there's no way I don't hit the encroaching here, right? Okay. Let's get rid of you. Should be lethal. We go here, here, here. 1, 6. Oh, I need 10 mana.
We only need one.
My pain doesn't
I can Reno and then make that play if the Reno remains online.
Well met.
9 months. I wanted to make a pregnancy joke, but I couldn't conceive one.
Thank you, Ravini, for the 9 months.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
6, 8, 10.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Don't be a frost plague, please. 50-50.
A little light on cards here.
That is unbelievable. I sincerely cannot believe how unlucky that is.
So crazy, it just might work.
That's the game. It's not even just that we hit the Frostplague there, it's that we hit the Frostplague the turn prior. We could have frozen their face and prevented them from swinging again. It just 100% cost me the game. Just a 1 in 3 into a 50-50.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
It's probably could force a tie at least. It's just like hero powering and praying leaves me dead to Astalor almost every time. This gives me a reasonable chance to at least force a tie, I think. No, it's not even a tie. It's just death. What an unbearably frustrating outcome. Like, I cannot believe how unlucky we were throughout the entire course of the game. If we had just hit the Encroaching Insanity over the many times we were very likely to, that whole situation wouldn't have been a problem. We would have just won. Like, everything about that game. It wasn't just the bad 1 in 3 into a really bad 50-50 that cost me the game. It was everything leading up to that point was excruciatingly unlucky as well.
I will bring order.
All eyes shall be opened.
I'm gonna hang on to the Crescendo, look to see if we can find other things that help me deal with board states.
Here for the tour?
It might just be a coin Scourge Supplies at angle because we're not going to have many times in this game where we have like the actual time to play cards here. I need that. I need that, so we ditch the Fracking.
Your tour ends here.
These are good cards to have though.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, this probably just allows me to rip the first Encroaching. This definitely does. That juices the Crescendo when I need to make use of that, while allowing me to retain the Defile. Next turn we can consider a Soulfreeze into Scourge Supplies, depending on what and how much they develop. But that does look like the play. Trying to find a Pop Gar would do a lot of work here. Kind of like keeping the harp. I think we part with the Glacial Shard. It's a decent Defile starter, but they have 2 on board already. And I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to play this Defile right now anyway.
A red sun rises.
Do they have a 3? I can make a 3. It gives up an important card for me. Hey, no worries, Zono. Sorry about a rough day, but appreciate you hanging out. Alright, I think we have to give up the first Defile here. I think we want to do this. Okay, well, I didn't need to hang on to that. What this allows me to do is next turn I can go encroaching into a real big Crescendo and not take any damage from it.
The light dims, but
These Divine Shields are a bit of a problem.
Reporting for duty. The Herbiture is upon us.
This helps with the showdown issues, as well as just denies them some card draw.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, good lord.
Hearken your doom.
Do I want this attacker on board? As much as I want the healing, I think. We have another possibility that we could do and just not. Like we could go here. We could go here, here, here. I think I like that. We don't get the healing. We do a lot more damage. Second beam. Should have tapped first. We live at 20, right? 1, 6, 8, 9. We didn't have the mana for it. Although, we probably didn't need the full combo. It would have been 2, 6, 8. Oh, instead we just die here. Wow. I cannot believe. Oh my god, what a unbearably frustrating 2 hours of Hearthstone it's been today.
Off versus Lunara.
Well, time for some more frustration.
The forest fights back.
I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
Welcome, Pato. This is a horrendous hand for a horrendous matchup.
Can't win them all.
I guess not. Great waste of time once again, at least.
Off versus Enza. Who's ready for a hoedown?
All eyes shall be
I think we FOMO this. It's not a necessary part of our combo, but it is helpful. It does reduce the burden of Defile sometimes.
I race, you fold.
Actually just go here so that we can play the Conductor next turn. So they didn't actually get a coin off of that guy. It's the coin that they started with.
Let it all wash over.
The overture is upon us.
Give that one.
Alright. Good tempo. We've got good tools for... Okay, yeah, play that card. For if and when we hit a Crescendo. File is not helpful right now. I think we part with the shard. Set this and just deal with that since we have a second one as a backup. Could have used the Soulfreeze, but I feel like getting more value off of the Soulfreeze when they've got this in hand is a good idea. Well, that helps a lot. Let's start by drawing here. Honestly, we're already close to the combo, right? 5, 7, 8.
A curse of frauds upon you. It's really blessed.
9, I guess. Really need to find the Crescendo, though.
I
Or I just have to part with this Defile. Fracking helps. Allegedly.
My hand is full.
Here for the tour?
It's probably Choo-Choo now. That was a really good hit, but I was very likely to hit it because there are 4 cards left in my deck. Alright, so let's look at our combo now. We've got 1, 6.
We're gonna be rich.
Hey, just giving you the money. Thank you for your content. Love it.
I appreciate that. Sorry, 1 second here. Hearthstone, thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. Alright, 1, 6, 8. So we have the mana for 2 encroaching. So it would be starting at 4. 22, that's lethal. No, I can't play this. So I have to Reno here. And hope they don't Reno me back in response, right? Because 5, I need 6, 8. Oh no, I do have the mana. It's lethal.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
Symphony of darkness. The hour is close at hand.
I miscounted my mana like 3 different times in 3 different ways during that. The difference maker was them playing the Crazed Conductor, though. I wouldn't have had lethal if they didn't do that there, right?